11. Perhaps you know me as the Artful Inker. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator for about 9.5 years. I started in the fall that my daughter entered the 5th grade. We were doing craft shows to raise money for a program that she would attend in Australia, and at those shows, people would come up and ask if I would teach them how to make the cards that I was selling. And the light bulb went on, and I thought, I need to sign up to become a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator so I can teach those classes and have the product to sell. Now, I'm not telling you that my creations were all that, because, oh my goodness, they were not. What I am telling you is people want the opportunity to get their hands on the product, give it a try, and have someone who's going to give them some tips for using it. And that's where we as demonstrators come in. So today, I'm excited to introduce to you the new Everything is Rosy product medley. Now, the product medley is a brand new product for the Stampin' Up! Line. I'm going to talk to you about why it was developed. I'm going to show you the product, and then I'm going to share some samples with you. So, let's get started. The Everything Rosy product medley was developed as a direct result of requests by demonstrators in the sandbox. It is on trend in the industry, and bundling product this way is both cost effective and geared towards our avid customers. So unlike kits, nothing is pre-designed. Your creativity is the limit. So the product will come bundled like this in a box, and let's show you what you're going to get. So there are 48 sheets of double-sided designer paper. One side of each sheet is beautifully foiled, and there are 8 sheets of each design, which makes it perfect for classes. The navy, pink, and rose gold color palette is on trend. You're also going to get the Everything Rosy stamp set, which has 18 stamps. The Everything Rosy die set with 10 dies. 2 spools of ribbon, one in pink and one in navy with a rose gold metallic edge. A sheet of embellishments. 3 sheets of foil die-cut tags. 2 sheets of die-cut floral sprays, and 6 sheets of rose gold foil, and then a pot of rose gold shimmer paint. So, this is an out-of-publication offering. May 1st through May 31st is the selling time for both demonstrators and customers. It is while supplies last, and the price point is $80. Now, let's show you what I've done with that. So first, I have this piece of decor. I've used a foil sheet in the background, and then I've got lots of stamped and die-cut pieces here along the edge, and of course this beautiful ribbon. So let me show you how I got dimension for the flowers. Move this over for the camera. I've got my Stampin' Pierce mat, my die-cut flower, my Take Your Pick tool, and you're going to take the ball end of the Take Your Pick tool and just run around the flower petals or up the leaves, and they gently curl up. So next, I have this card. Let's trying to get it in camera here for you. Okay. So let's talk about how the background is created on this. Find my bits here. Taking the Country Floral embossing folder, your silicone craft mat, and your Night of Navy ink pad. You're going to smush some ink on, use your sponge brayer, and then just roll it in here, trying to catch the edges of that recessed design. You're going to put your paper in, run it through your die cutting machine, and when it comes out, you'll end up with a piece that has navy outlines, but hasn't really picked up any color. Then you're going to use the smearing technique and dip your finger in the rose gold shimmer paint and then just randomly smear on some shimmer. Okay. Let me close my ink pad or I'll drag my sleeve in it. Next, I have this sample, some of the designer paper, lots of stamped and die-cut pieces. To get the architectural detail for the flowers, you're going to stamp and die-cut and then spritz the back with alcohol rather than water. The alcohol is less likely to make the ink run. You're going to crumple it and then pull it into the shape you want it to have and set it aside to dry, and it will hold that shape. Then for this next card, I stepped outside the color palette because it's always good to remind our customers that they can bring in other colors and tools to play with the tools that they've just bought. This is a floating frame card, and I'll have a video on how to make this up on my YouTube channel at the beginning of the week. And then finally, I have this scrapbook page. So I used the negative from the embellishment sheet as a stencil for my embossing paste. And then over here as an embellishment, I've got a sheet of the foiled designer paper. Along the edge is some of the rose gold foil that's been die cut with an edge die, and then a couple of the floral sprays. So I hope that after seeing the product from the Everything Rosy product medley and the samples, that you're as excited about this new product offering as I am. You'll want to use your photos from the display boards and the information and resources on the demonstrator website to encourage your customers to purchase the Everything Rosy product medley. Now, I'm going to be having a mini retreat at the end of May, but I'm going to suggest to my customers that they order it on May 1st so that they don't miss out on the opportunity. So whether you'd like to have a mini retreat, classes, or even open crafting time in your studio, do plan to get together and get creative with your customers using the Everything is Rosy product medley. Thank you.